Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Another lovely day. Summer's finally come here, so we've been enjoying the good weather. It was up to 33 degrees last week, which is a little bit too hot, but better than rain and cold weather. So this week, or last week, we tried to install the fermentation chamber, which I previously said would be an easy job, which wasn't an easy job. Quickly wired it up. Very easy to wire up, very easy to install. The Inkbird itself has no wiring requirements. I wanted to install a fan, so there was a little bit of wiring. But the heating function did not work, fail. Cooling worked okay. Kept it within a tolerance of 0.3 degrees, which, we'll taste that in the beer, we'll see. But yeah, I have to send it back to Amazon. So today, going back to Old Faithful, we're going to wire an STC1000. Install it in a box and use that to control the fermentation chamber. That's the plan. So hopefully we can get that done quicker than it took to do with the Inkbird with the falls. But let's have a little look. So what have we got today to wire up fermentation control for a fridge? We got a project box. This was bought from the thrift store. €1.50, type bastards. Just a box, second hand. Anyway, cheaper than buying it online. Pint of stout, summer sessionable stout. Very refreshing, easy to drink, keeps me going. We've got our STC1000 and our NTC thermocouple. STC comes with a wiring diagram on the back, and that's basically what she looks like. Got this one from Austria because I wanted it quickly. So hopefully, coming from Austria, they have a reputable version of the STC1000. Got their wire cutting tools. We got two power distribution things, and you've got your instructions for the STC. You can find how to set it up and all that stuff, or maybe I'll show you, I don't know. And this is the wiring diagram provided by these guys in Austria. Sometimes there's a bit of a discrepancy between this and this, but not today. So what they do is they talk about wiring your plug from your fridge into your STC and wiring it out. So therefore you have an AC power supply, one plug, an AC power supply to your fridge or your heater, that's another two supplies. So you need three plugs, three plug sockets. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe people still haven't figured out how to wire this up. So here's how to wire it up with one plug. So this is how we wire an STC with minimum wiring, with minimum things being plugged in and connected to each other. Just one simple source, and that source is powers the STC, the heater and the cooler. So we have our source here. We have our live, our neutral and our earth. We put live into one, and we put the neutral into two, and there's no earthing required with the STC itself, so don't worry about the green wires, that will come later. So in the live wire, we're going to wire in with a Wagyu clip. We've seen those in my previous videos. A three-way Wagyu clip to make this joint, and this will connect the live inlet in parallel. So you'll have the STC, the heater, the cooler, all working in parallel. So red is for heating, L is for cooling. Sorry, blue is for cooling. A Wagyu clip, three-way clip will make this connection. STC itself functions as a switch. So when our NTC thermocouple reads or sends a message back that, hey, I'm above your desired temperature, he will open the switch and start cooling the system down, and vice versa with the heating. So the live will be wired into number 5, This is your heating live connection, and the live will continue through the switch into the live of my 3-way plug socket, as we've seen earlier on. The same is for the cooling. The cooling from the Wagyu connector will go via the STC, leave the STC via the switch and into the 3-way plug socket. So the plug socket, as you know, has a standard plug. It's got 3 wires. You connect the live to the live, whatever your color code may be in your country, and then we connect again the neutral from both the heater and the cooler, or the from this, as it may be. Maybe you're doing it directly to your cooler, but for now we're making an extension lead, and that will be paired again with another 3-way Wagyu clip. So both terminals have the ability to be earthed. I know the fridge will need it, I know my fan needs it, but I'm not intending to reach my hand in and touch the fan while it's operational. So this is in essence our wiring diagram. So the next thing to do is start machining the project box. I'm going to cut a square big enough for the STC to fit through nice and comfortably and snugly and self-supporting. I think this hole will be big enough to run all 3 wires out. Otherwise I have to drill 3 holes, one for the power supply and one for each of the plug sockets, but if it all fits through, I will tie knots on the inside. One nice feature about the STC1000 is the little connector at the back. Now, as you can see, it's pretty flush, so it makes a pretty good stencil for cutting your hole. Saves you having to do all the measurements and stuff like that. So we'll use this as a stencil for the STC1000, and should be a good fit. So you need the side without the hole. No, with the hole. So I'm going to take it at the top of this hole. Pretty level. And that's our template to cut it out. Pretty much the same size as the hole. And just to do a quick check. Yeah, it's nice. So I'm going to cut this out now with the jigsaw. Hopefully it's easier to cut than metal. And I'll show you the hole when it's done. The hole is drilled. And a lot easier to work with than metal. Surprise, surprise. It was like cutting through butter. So let's install it now. This is actually a fancier box than I thought. These screws are basically spring loaded, so one turn and they open. It's quite nice. But time to wire up now and see where we get. After we stop for dinner, I've got everything coming through here. I've tied knots in all the lines, then put 2 ties to stop the knots oncoming. They're just simple once through knots, but it's enough strength that nothing can pull on these wires should this fall or something else. So, and all the wires now are labeled. It's one thing I forgot to do, but I know which is going where, and I can start to wire this bad boy up. Okay, she be wired up. Looks a bit messy, but spaghetti junction 101. Wagyu clips, say it again and again, they are perfect. Keeps everything closed, tight, good to go. I briefly turned it on there, and I got a beep from the STC1000. Checked the wiring, everything looked okay. So I figured, right, we'll just try the temperature transducer wired up again and see if that works. So it was a temperature sensor fault. Everything works hunky-dory now. So what I'm going to do is wire up a little test. Get some hot water, get some cool water, and some light bulbs, and let's rock this bad boy. I said in the beginning maybe I would show you how to set this up, the STC. So we're all wired, I believe correctly, but we'll see. To set it up, you hold down the set button for 3 seconds or something like that, and you get to your options menu. There's F1, F2, F3, F4. F1 is your temperature, so hold settings down again and you can adjust. So we'll set that, go down 18 degrees. If you press up, F2 is your tolerance, plus or minus 0.3 degrees, and that will be the allowable range to operate in. F3 is your compression timer, nominally set to 3 minutes. I'll leave it at that, I think that's sufficient. And F4 is your calibration tool, where you can plus or minus based on water and ice, and calibrate that plus or minus 10 degrees. So that's all set up, and you can check your options by pressing up or down. So up, 18 degrees centigrade, and down is your tolerance, 0.3. That means if it goes to 20, if your set point is 18, it will not switch on until it's 18.3. And that allows a little bit of time. Not ideal, not like a PID controller, but it does the job. So I have some hot water here, and I have some cool water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put so right now it should be cooling, and you'll see there is a lamp illuminating everything right now. And if that gets below 18 degrees, I should shut off the lamp until it gets 0.3 degrees below, and then switch on my new magnetic stir plate. So put it into the cold water. Hopefully we'll see a temperature drop here. Well, that's not very good. Let's have a better test subject. It's tap water in the summer. Beer. That's dropping a bit faster. 20, 19, there we go, 18. So the light should go off, boom, fan should come on. So heating mode is activated. Oh, I haven't switched the fucking thing on. Yeah, fan runs, my bad. So I'll take this out of the beer and gonna put it into the warm water. That's my warm tap water. This is hot tap water. We should see it going back up to 18 degrees. Fan shuts off, light turns back on. I believe everything works hunky-dory. I hope this video has been a little bit of help. You've seen the diagram. I'm going to package this bad boy up, give you a little snapshot of her in action on the actual fridge. And then I'm going to package the Inkbird and send that broken unit back to Amazon. If you're going to do a job, do it right. And if you want a job done right, do it yourself, boys and girls. Do it yourself. So it's saying cool right now, obviously, because my set point says 18 degrees. We need to take that up a little bit. So it's originally on 21 degrees. So set it up. Up. There we go. F2, 0.3, F3, 3 minutes, 4. 0, done. In. Fridge comes on, and notice I switched the fan and heater back on with my little toggle switch here, and unlike the Inkbird, it doesn't do anything. So happy, we have control, plus and minus, and the Inkbird, I'm probably one of the very unlucky people who had a bad device from you. But just unfortunate that I'm the one putting it on YouTube. STC, third of the price, plus a little bit of time and wiring. Lovely. Lovely. So there we have it in a nutshell, how to wire an STC1000. Seems to be still working away. We're at 21.1 degrees, so we'll see how much overshoot we get and whether the heater is required, but I don't expect so. This is the last of the Thirst for Knowledge batch, and this is the first homebrew video that I put on YouTube. The day I put this on, I had 0 subscribers. Today I've got 24 lovely subscribers, so thanks for joining, thanks for watching. Yeah, it makes it all worthwhile when I know at least some people are getting use from this. But I'm going to say cheers. A lot of you 24 subscribers have joined because of the HERMS build, so I noticed that from my peaks and troughs between videos. A lot of you know how to build this stuff. STC1000s is old news, easy to do. There's 100 videos out there, but I just want to give my two pence back. So as I say, you're here to watch the BrewPanel build, and just to let you know, there is work going on. I am making videos as I go along. It takes so long. Everything is cut out of the panel. Everything is, fits nicely. The past week I've had it down in the basement. I've sanded it down, I've primed it, I've painted it, and today the final coat of matte black paint went onto the panel. So I'm making progress, just slow steps at this moment. I think once the paint dries, I get it back on this table again and I can start installing components, things will start to speed up. Anyway, it's late, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm tired. Nothing further to say. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Happy brewing. Enjoy your beer, enjoy your time.